Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that has not gone well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they could break here. He's picked his way through. Gerrard. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in deep. He gets big. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And we have our very first corner. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Bergomi. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in. Oh, well played, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Turns back here, probably the best option, and it's Michel Platini.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Peter.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much.
Always onto this. Now it's Platini. Great chance! Massaro, it's a searching pass. Pullet. No goals as yet. Massaro. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bergomi goes sliding in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Gullit. Vega proves too strong.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
A long ball by the goalkeeper. And that was nowhere near his best. He won't be happy with that one. Nesta cuts out the pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Szoboszlai. Quality ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Pele. Platini has it in a wide position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many...
Massaro! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Jamaica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Jamaica are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now.
And Del Piero! This possibly the last play of the half. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, this looks sharp. And they're quick to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Platini.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's on his way! Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Takes a shot! It's fallen kindly here. He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Michel Platini. And he's surging through. There's the shot! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Massaro! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's found a way through. And it's been given away. And the finish! And he's following up.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Szoboszlai spots it and intercepts. Nicked it back promptly. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Van Bouten makes the interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Platini. He is through here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Pelé. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. No way through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. Platini. Del Piero. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Massaro, well seen, saw that coming. Bergomi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Platini. Hullet. Platini.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Looking to play him in. It's a promising position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was alert to it. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Maradona. That's a nicely shaped ball. Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass. Massaro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Pelé!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Platini really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Pelé taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it